What's going on, guys? Hey, Troy Castellano here. Hey, I got a brand new song, the first one of the year for 2024. It's called Whiskey in the House. Kind of a personal song. I just wanted to give you a little bit of my insight to that song. And, hopefully a lot of you can understand where I'm coming from with that song. Drinking, man, it is fun, and I've had some good times, and I've missed out on good times because of it. It's like drinking is one of those components that you think you need to have a good time. And man, I've lived a lot of life, and I've spent a lot of days hungover, and just throughout the years. And I'm not saying like that I had a big problem with it. I never got into trouble with it. I was never like that person everybody hated to be around when they're drinking. It's just a point in my life that I guess that that's come to pass, I guess. It's I've over the last couple years here, I've taken breaks. Like last year I took a 6-month break. The year before it was like 3 months, and different occasions. And I know every time that I get through the stretch of not drinking and change my diet and that kind of thing, it's like, man, I always feel better. I sleep better. I'm more productive. And for some reason, there's always this thing like you feel like you deserve a reward or something. Like, oh, you've been good, so now you can go have some more drinks and stuff like that. And these last few years, every time that I return to that, couple drinks a night, or having a drinking hard on a Saturday night or something like that, I always regret it, and it always takes me a lot longer to recover from it, and it's never been a good thing anymore. But there's this thing in your brain that makes you think that you need that to have a good time. That's what's gonna elevate your good time. Excuse me. And it's just not the truth anymore. And this year it's like I feel like I should just stop. No more of these breaks or stretches. Just don't do it anymore. It just like it. I know it's good for me. It feels good for me. I feel better, and I'm much more productive. I don't know why there is this thing in the back of our minds that no matter what the bad consequences are for something we like, that we do it just because we think that it's going to make things better. It generally doesn't. Those first 10 years and those 20s of your life, yeah, man, there's some really good times and some good memories if you remember them. But it's like I'm just at a place where I just need to convince myself. Maybe I don't really even need to convince myself, but I just know in my heart, in my soul, in my mind that drinking is not doing anything good for me. And every time that I'm not drinking, I get more done, more productive, more personal, just doing more stuff. And that alone should be enough. And it's got to start with the sentiment of this song, Whiskey in the House. Just don't keep it in the house. Don't keep it visible. Don't give yourself the opportunity to just go, one ain't gonna hurt, because one always leads to another. And that's kind of the point of this song. We take certain liberties when we're writing songs, and you embellish it a little bit. So, it's like I wasn't beating people up and smashing my walls, but that's what it felt like. But definitely had said things in conversation that I shouldn't when I'm drinking. It's like, it's just, that's the point, I guess, is like, I just don't want to keep the whiskey in the house, any booze in the house, just so I don't have that opportunity to think that it'll be okay. And that's really where this song comes from. And I know a bunch of you guys know the same thing. It's like, we're better off without it. So let's just not do it. So that's a little bit of the background of where Whiskey in the House comes from. So I think it's pretty personal and probably relates to a bunch of us, out there. Many of you probably go through these same feelings. But I hope that you like the song. It comes out February 2nd. It's a Friday. And I hope you'll add that to your playlist and share that song and kind of keep that in your back pocket as a reminder to yourself that, you don't need it. You don't need it. Don't keep the whiskey in the house. All right. Peace, guys.